game number 1. Well, we already have some banter going on here, Trap. I'm assuming memeing a little bit. We'll see. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, our Jin Air Green Wings Protoss player, it is Trap. And his opponent in the lower right, the Red Terran from Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Cure. Hey, what's up, Borstos? How you doing? Trap. Protoss couldn't win any match in tournament lately. Classic memes. Classic memes. Trap hanging out with Gemini a little too much, it seems. Getting those same Protoss talking points. Is that true? 0 Protoss above the round of 8 at the stay-at-home story cup. Damn. I know Parting couldn't play in that because it conflicted with his GSL games, which is too bad. I'm so happy Crank is in here. Crank is an excellent translator for us in chat. He does that for Alima League too, and I love how Cure's response was just ... He didn't really have a response. Yep. Now, Cure did go scout. He didn't go into the main at all. He just saw the Nexus and left. I guess that's all you really need to do. Also, what's up, Marlikos? Look at all these lovely people in chat. Damn, that probe didn't even get bopped because it died so quickly. Reaper and Marine staying at home to defend against Adept. I actually love this from Cure. I love this from Cure. And now this Adept has already taken so much damage. Like, it's not going to be annoying anymore. Gonna force him to close the door. That's about it. No delay on the CC. Bunker comes up, so any follow-up isn't gonna have as much power. Yeah, I don't know. I love that defensive play from Cure. Getting out those 2 Marines before putting the reactor on the barracks. I think it's absolutely worth it to not take that early game damage. We saw Trap against Universe way earlier in today's bracket just get so much done with the first 2 Adepts of the game. Cure showing how to stop that from happening. Oh my god, this Adept is trapped. And it's Stargate, so there's no Warp Prism. This Adept is just fully trapped. I can't believe it. Trap, how could you? How could you? Alright, he goes for the recall. Gets that Adept out of there. That's hilarious. And now Cure is putting down barracks 2 and 3 before taking a 3rd CC. This is a little indicative that maybe he either thinks Trap is going to try to put some pressure on him, which isn't the case. Trap is taking a 3rd and open Stargate, so it's going to be triple Oracle here. Or he wants to put on some pressure of his own, get out those units a little bit earlier, and try to get some pressure onto Trap. Now he has nothing to defend against double or especially triple Oracle. Widow Mines are across the map. They're going to get probably 2 probes, but that means there's no Widow Mines back at home as 4 or 5 SCVs go down. Oh man, even gets the 6th one. Doesn't quite grab that 7th one, but gets out of there safe and sound. 3 probes went down. Definitely a nice trade here for Trap, who has a base about to finish. 3rd base about to finish. Let's take a look at that income graph. Massive spike in Trap's favor. It'll equalize a little bit now that Cure's back to mining, but So much delayed mining time. Another... Oh, trying to delay as much mining time as possible. Ah, too many units here. I think that goes down. Oh, nope. So close. Decides to take down a stalker. Some more memes in chat. I don't know. That's amazing. That's incredible. Triple Oracle gonna come in now. There is a turret. Oh my god, is he gonna get stim? Oh, the SCVs are coming, but that means there's no turret. Oh my god, Trap with the master baiter over here. Baits the SCVs out of range of the missile turret to repair the tech lab. Kills 3 of them real quick, and then dips on out of there. Beautiful stuff. Trap still, or Cure rather, still doesn't have a 3rd CC. So he has to attack. I mean, he's got to attack. He's got all these upgrades finished, and he's moving across the map. He has a single drop in the back of the mineral line. Trap, what are you doing, bud? Where are these units going? What is happening right now? +1 and Blink aren't going to finish. 4 probes go down. And now Cure's going to hit the front. That would have mind not doing all that much. Cure's going to hit the front with this stim force, and there's no Blink. No Blink is massive here. There's no shield batteries either. Trap is taking the fight. I don't really like this fight, though. I guess it ends up working out all right for him. Dropping the main base at the same time. It looks like this medevac will go down. Still a few stim marines being annoying. The biggest thing, honestly, is that Cure doesn't have a 3rd base down just yet. His CC is almost finished. He put this down behind the attack. But despite all these workers he's killed, the worker count's still even. Let's take a look at the income graph. Massive spikes in either direction. This looks like a heartbeat over here. But it is in Cure's favor right now. After all those kills, all those probe pulls. And he's not done yet. Another double Widowmine drop. One of them gets blunked on. Both of them go down. All right, well, never mind. And this one, he actually doesn't even have to worry about it because there's a cannon here. Kind of like this cannon. You just pull away, and then you can put them back later. Ooh, big stim there to try to get those oracles. Doesn't end up getting them. This is your daily reminder to get concussive shells, boys and girls. There it is, Cure reminded. That moment you stim and you're like, oh man, I forgot concussive shells. You start attacking a unit and it doesn't slow down. Scan goes down. These stalkers do have Blink, so Trap's gonna have a lot more motility with them. Charge is not done yet, so these Widow Mines probably not going to be the most useful, to be honest with you. Oracles are getting some of the reinforcements here, killing some Rowdy boys. Ooh, Charge just now finishing. In fact, those Widow Mines getting some really nice hits. Widow Mines getting the Oracles as well as those come home. But the Blink Stalkers and Sentries are going to clean up this force, it looks like. It's a lot of Marauders, though. Trav has to be careful not to push too hard. So the Marauders will trade really nicely versus these Blink Stalkers, especially with this many medevacs. 5 medevacs in the sky, keeping these Marauders well healed. Cure is now mining from a 3rd base. He's actually up in workers right now. Scan goes down at this 3rd base. Oh no. Was that misplaced, or did he cancel that by accident? I think it had just started, so it wasn't the biggest deal, but it loses 100 minerals for basically no reason. Storm isn't done yet. These High Templar just got warped in. They don't even have energy if it finishes. Actually, no, never mind, they do. I lied to you. I'm sorry. Trap has Kydarian Amulet, so they have Storm energy. So we have 4 storms here. Cure has to back up. He's got ghosts on the way. I don't think he got their upgrade, though. Nope, not just yet. 2-2 is on the way. Trap does not have 2-2 coming out. He's just now chronoing out +2 armor. But there's no second forge. He's going to be way behind in upgrades here in a minute. And if Cure pushes out with that 2-2 finished, he's already up 30 army supply. He's going to have ghosts out. He's going to have 2-2 and a bigger army supply. Oh my god. Borsty pointing out the lovely Artosis pylon we have up here. Trap, please do not push into this. You could try to drop 1 storm, but no more than that. You're not. I disallow you from engaging into that army, Trap. Go home. Go home. You cannot fight this. Please don't do it. Gonna try to bait out a Widowmine shot. Tries to chip off a couple of units. Observer gets scanned. Storm gets thrown down. But yeah. Nope, Trap. You gotta go home, bud. Oh. I don't know what it was. I don't know what came. But it killed 2 SCVs. And then this beautifully placed bunker killed it. Good work, Cure. I think Cure needs to move out soon, though. The longer he gives Trap, the lesser his advantage is going to be. We do have Colossi coming out. There are 2 out already. Thermal Lance is halfway done. Enhanced Shockwaves is on its way. I forgot the name of that upgrade earlier, but now we know it. Enhanced Shockwaves. There are some Vikings here. I think it's just 2, though. 4 Vikings out on the map. That's not very impactful. Usually by the time 4 Vikings kills 1 Colossi. Ooh, a beautiful storm on the backside, actually. A lot of this army already in the orange. Where are the EMPs? Oh, some big EMPs on this army. I don't know if Cure has enough right now, though. These Colossi are kind of tearing through the bio. Oh my god, and the storms have just been wonderful. But yes, it is enough here. A lot of these units are very low, but you know what? Low units still do maximum damage. And the medevac count for Cure is thinned out a little bit, but some of these are alive on like 2 hit points, 5 hit points. And Cure is going to continue his push. He's still up 30 supplies, got a lot of army coming out of production right now. Preemptive EMP doesn't really hit much. There's a Widowmine here. Oh, and the Vikings getting a nice couple of volleys out on these Colossi. A nice storm, though. Trap is just barely holding on, but he needs more. He's got 2 disruptors on the way now. I think that might be the more he's looking for. It's 4 base to 4, 69 SCVs. Nice. To 73 probes. I think Cure is still in a really nice spot here. But again, the longer he gives Trap, the worse this gets for him. We have Colossi, we have Disruptors, we have Storm. And the more Trap can warp in, the more damage he's going to be able to do. The better his army gets, and it just feels like that big 200-200 fight is more likely to go to Trap with Disruptors and Colossi and Storm. We're going to have to see excellent splits here out of Cure. Alright, that Nova, not even close. Looks like an EMP went down on an Observer to get that kill. Trap is taking a 5th base. 5th CC is getting pretty close to being done here. Ooh, gets delayed. Trap now trying to run up into the main base. I don't necessarily think this is going to work. Some nice snipes go down. Oh, looks like a bit of a scuffle mid-map while this is going on. What's the Viking count at now? It's at 9. I think that's a pretty good spot. You don't want to make too many more than that. There's only 3 Colossi here. Ooh, he's going to be able to take out that War Prism. Ooh, not quite. Nice pullback there from Trap. Ooh, a couple of ghosts getting caught here. Cure a little bit out of position with those ghosts. And the Novas are starting to come in. Ooh, ghosts don't have stim. They can't run away very easily. All right, massive EMPs on this army. Oh my god. You know what's bigger than the EMPs though? Those Novas and those Storms. 2 of the Colossi go down, but look at what's left here for Trap. Massive army. That supply lead that Cure had earlier, it's gone. It's gone. He's got a couple of libs out. He's got lib range on the way. Oh, but it is not done yet. Cure does still have the upgrade lead, but it doesn't really matter if the Novas completely squash absolutely everything. The Stalkers blink on top of the Liberators, and it looks like Cure is just running out of units. Still Novas available, still 4 Disruptors here. Storm's going down. I don't think there's any ghosts left to EMP this army. As I say that, 1 EMP goes down. Cure does have some ghosts spilling out, but I don't know if there's enough bio to actually hold against reinforcement charge lots, Stalkers, and Archons. SCVs come off the line. The Nova dodging, I gotta say, has been on point here for Cure. And that's been a big part of the reason why he might actually be able to push this back. Ooh, kills that War Prism too. Recall goes down on the Disruptors, but 2 of them die before then. Now in that attack, 9 SCVs went down. Cure falling down in that worker count. But Trap lost massive parts of his army, and he's now down 50 army supply. Oh, the anticipation. Feels like losing. Feels like losing. Trap pushing a little bit too hard there. Down on upgrades. Cure feels like winning. XD. Please leave. I don't want to split anymore. Oh my god. The memes are too good. There are still 5 Disruptors here. Oh my god, a nuke going down, Cure. You absolute madman. Is Trap going to see it in time? It looks like he does. He pulls most of the probes away. Except this one. Loses the probe. Loses a pylon. But keeps most of the probes alive there. Is there another nuke available? Not just yet. He's waiting for it to be made. He says splash damage. I'll give you splash damage. Ooh, 1 ghost goes down. Ooh, that was a nice Nova. All right, these Novas finding a lot more purchase than in the last fight. Looks like this ghost, which is on stop, isn't going to be doing much. This is the Trap stream. Absolutely. We've literally watched every single game Trap has played so far. I gotta say, Cure is looking good in this game again. I was really worried after he took that bad fight up in this corner. But Trap decided to show him what a bad fight really looked like. Pushed a little too hard. And now he's kind of left with this weirdly weak army. Oh my god. Oh my god. Trap, no, please. Oh my god, all the Disruptors. All the Disruptors die. That is Trap's entire army. He doesn't have anything without those Disruptors, man. He's got Blink Stalkers and Charge Zealots. And not enough of them to win. He's down 30 army supply, nearly 40 at this point. And the Liberator's siege on top of everything. Trap, I think, is just about to GG. He's down at 97 supply right now. And this army from Cure is just going to push through. There's the GG and Cure. After splitting for what must have felt like hours. Takes a beautiful fight at the end there, just killing every single Disruptor. Trap, I think, made a big mistake there at the end. He pushed in a little hard earlier, but I think that was, I think he could have come back from that. But not that last one, for sure. Yeah, I gotta say, Cure's splitting was very, very good. Like, even when the Novas were connecting, they were just kind of okay connections. Man, I have to sneeze again. We'll see if that happens. Hey, what's up, Sure Shaddai? How you doing, my dude? I hope chat's doing well out there. Once upon a time, there was a Protoss army. Not by the end of that game. Borsty, no sympathy for the probe. Not even a little bit. I can't wait until you guys get to the part where he loses all his disruptors. It's the best part about delay, is waiting for you guys to get there. Alright, we're moving into Simulacrum for game number 2. I'm hoping Trap can pull it back. For some reason, it feels like his PVT has fallen way off. And I don't know why. Like, it just... all of a sudden, man, it feels like I haven't seen Trap win versus a Terran in a while. Oh man, we got some loading stuff going on right now. Please don't kick me from the game. Please don't drop me. Gemini 2 tilted. I could tell you, if that was me playing Protoss and my game looked like that, I'd be pretty tilted afterwards. Guys, we are stuck in a loading screen, which usually means somebody dropped. Probably one of the players. And now we're just waiting. So we will probably have a little bit of just chat time while we don't even get to listen to music. What was the ratio of the Trap throw to the Cure victory? To the Cure catch, perhaps? What was the ratio? I'd put it at about 40% Cure winning and 60% Trap throwing. It was a game of backyard catch. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. It's a pretty accurate way to put it. Guys, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. We're stuck in this loading screen right now. This is good times. You guys are going to get to... In fact, we may be stuck here long enough for you guys to get to see that we're stuck here. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? Oh. There we go. There we go. We finally got there. Now let's get into the real game. All right, we're getting back in. We're getting back in, and hopefully nobody drops this time. Yeah, that's a good way to say what happened. I think actually at that point though, Trap is already very behind. You know it's bad if late game PvT you're making nothing but Stalkers and Zealots and just hoping you get good Novas. Not a good position to be in. Alright, look at that. Nobody dropped. Let's get the score correct so that we can get into our game number 2. Finally. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner. Taking that first game after nearly throwing it away. It is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Cure. And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner, Jin Air Green Wings Trap, who needs to learn how to not send his disruptors forward. It's a good strat to have. Someone disconnected. Yes, I think it was Cure. Usually, if we're loading into a game and one of the players disconnects during the loading screen, this will always happen. The other players will just be stuck in that loading screen. You are just stuck in it. You can't. There's no leaving, and you have to wait like 3-ish minutes to actually get out of it. Who dropped though? I actually didn't see it. I think it was Cure. But here's the thing, is when you load in to the game, it just says that they've left. But since we all leave immediately, it's just a big list of names. And also the victory screen comes up right away. I genuinely don't remember. I think Cure dropped though, because I'm pretty sure Trap's victory screen came up. But yeah, no big deal. It happens sometimes. We just gotta wait it out. I'm just kind of sad that the music doesn't keep playing, so it's like dead silent. Things looking pretty normal here. A nice little wall from Trap. This is the anti-Reaper behind here wall. They can still scoot out, but just a little less mobility for that Reaper once it gets into the main base. Back at home, Cure getting up the factory. He's got the reactor going down on the barracks. Oh, and he's doing the cheeky bunker this game. Probe across the map. But the Adept is staying home. He's got the cheeky bunker. Is the cheeky bunker gonna get up? Ooh, the shade. Gets 2 hits off on the Reaper. Can he get the 3rd? Oh my god. Trap with the insta-Z. The instant. The instant that Reaper went down, laughing at Cure. Oh, that's incredible. Trap, you absolute memester. And now Trap's like, ha, my probe isn't scared anymore. Scouting around, taunting the fact that that Reaper went down. And now, honestly, this Adept and Stalker are looking kind of scary. There's only 3 Marines here. There is a Hellion out. Oh my god, even the probe getting in on the action. This probe has a kill. Oh, the probe died. But man, Trap with this early game. This is all because that Reaper died. The Hellion goes down. This Stalker should be able to get away no problem. Oh my god, a second Stalker is coming up. Oh my god. Cure. With no bunker back at home. He's just got nothing, man. He's got a medevac coming out. This Stalker is so low, but it's regaining shields. SCV's coming off the line. That's not what you want. Oh my god, this Stalker though. 5 hit points. 1 more attack from an SCV. Oh, Marine's being dropped. The Hellion dodges the shots. Cure. This is the most insane early game micro battle I've ever seen. Oh, he gets a Stalker. The second one. The second one. He's got 8 hit points total left, but 2 Stalkers come up and save it. This Stalker with 7 kills. 7 early game kills. What a fucking badass. Cure drops a 3rd CC behind this. There's still no bunker though. You need a bunker. Honestly, if Cure had a bunker here, I think he'd be totally fine. But right now, Trap is like, you bold son of a bitch. Oh my god, I didn't even realize Trap got blink. Holy shit. Oh my god, what a game. That was the dumbest game I've ever seen. I can't believe it, man. I was so focused on that micro. I saw the Twilight Council come up, but I never looked back to see that Trap got blink. Oh, what the fuck? They're even memeing in the chat channel now. Jesus Christ. This is the dumbest and the funniest thing. I'm glad these guys are memers though, and are just like having a good time, bantering. Nobody's getting super tilted. Oh my god. I think every Terran's been there too. We've all been there where you're playing a game against a Protoss and you're like, why are Stalkers so good? It's not fair. Stalkers are the best unit in the game. Kier's about to get onto the forums and complain about how Stalkers are the best early game unit. Oh man. Well, we're all tied up and we're going into Everdream for game number 3. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner. Just losing to some early game shenanigans. It is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Cure. And his opponent, proving once and for all that Stalkers are the strongest early game unit, it is Jin Air Greenwing's Trap. Yeah, damn. And honestly, the craziest thing is that it all came down to that Reaper dying. If that Reaper doesn't die, Trap can't cross the map as easily. He has to take time back at home, which gives Cure time to make more units, get a bunker down, and play a little bit more defensively perhaps. Because that Reaper died, Trap just sent his units immediately across the map, constantly taking good trades against the Marines, against the Hellions, and wasn't scared of anything. And it was beautiful. Truly, truly beautiful. We have another Reaper expand here out of Cure. Things looking pretty standard for Trap. He's got the Reaper wall blocked off. Can the Reaper jump up here? Like through the axe? I don't think so. I think this little doodad here blocks it, but it looks like it might be able to. Something I mentioned actually during Trap's last game on this map is that what we've seen occasionally is if there's like a big tank push, a couple of tanks here can be really brutal to this wall. Obviously, like Bio can hit it too, but just a couple of tanks positioned back here could take out like a gateway and a pylon, maybe even pushing forward, sieging up here and taking out the cyber core. So you have to be careful as the Protoss putting tech up here. I know it's really good to block the Reaper wall, but look at this Cure playing it safe, just like in game 1, keeping the Reaper and the first 2 Marines at home. I think this is going to work out much better for him in the early game. Trap respecting it a little more. What does he have coming up behind this? He's got a Twilight Council, so is this going to be another Blink opening? Seems very likely. That's a very good PVT way to open. That's exactly what's happening. Still a couple Marines in the bunker, a couple more being made. Depth Shade will not finish. Cyclone coming out. That'll be able to push away the Adept very easily. And now Trap's got a Robo. He's chronoing out Blink, so he really wants to get some Blink Stalker action going. He doesn't have very many gateways though, so we'll have to see. Oh, there you go. Nice couple of gateway walls. He did see those Hellions last game and might be worried about some Hellions getting in. That Reaper ain't getting anywhere. Sees a Stalker and an Adept. Doesn't really learn much about what Trap is doing. Interestingly, this game Cure went for 2 barracks, 1 factory, and 1 starport. He's getting stim and now an engineering bay. You could almost call this a 2-1-1. Now this is a build we don't see all that often. Oh, and he's making a Marauder. Making a Marudi boy instead of a Mariner. Interesting. And a couple of Widow Mines instead of swapping over the starports. This is a bit of a variation on the kind of classic 2-1-1. I think this is going to be better versus Protoss. Hallucinating Phoenix comes in and kind of sees what's coming. Sees anyways that something is coming. I love the Cyclone position to kill that too. Trap does have a third base. We don't yet have a third CC coming up for Cure. He's in fact going to build the third barracks first. Get out maybe 2 more medevacs. Well, he doesn't have a lot of gas, so maybe just 1 more medevac. So he's going for the mine drop, and he's going to push the front. Push the third base, it looks like, with this Bioforce. So hitting the multi-prong, I like that a lot. Stalkers are coming up here, looking for this Cyclone. Ooh, they will find it. I think he needs another blink to catch that. Oh, but Cure's on the backside. Stalkers catch that Cyclone. Ooh, the medevac goes down. Nice catch here from Trap. And he surrounds that mine with probes. Bit of a ballsy play. But does he have enough units over here to kill this? He's got a lot of his units all spread out. Stalker's trying to come back. Ooh, they'll blink away. There's only 1 medevac. These units have now double stim. They're all very low. Stalker's blinking back to get that good micro going. There's not enough here to lift up all of these units. Secure is just going to run away and hope that he can get most of the units out of there. Really nice defense here from Trap. And again, all of these stims have made these units very low. The Stalkers are just picking off these units. Nice hot pickups here from Cure. But the Blink Stalkers, well, they blink. A couple more medevacs come out. That's going to help Cure a lot. But this building third CC, which is not on location and is in fact even more exposed than if it had been on location, goes down, gets forced to cancel by these Stalkers, and Trap is finding some magnificent damage at the start of this game. Cure wanted to put pressure on, but instead it was Trap putting the counter pressure on, taking almost no damage from Cure's attack. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you'll hear certain Terran streamers say that 2-1-1 is bad. This is just proof. So you know what you can do now? You can go into Juggernaut Jason's chat and say, hey, Cure did a 2-1-1 versus Trap, and it lost. It actually did horribly. And he'll be like, yeah, of course it did. Cure is following this up now with basically an all-in. I mean, he has a third CC building behind this, but he needs to do tons of damage. He's going to try to mine drop at the third while triple dropping the main base. Scans and sees a lot of units here, so he's going to try to sneak around to the natural base. He's waiting. He wants to marry this attack up with the 3 medevacs dropping in the main base. I don't know how well that's going to work, though. There are a bunch of Blink Stalkers here, and Trap is more than ready. There's the Blink. 1 medevac going to go down for sure. Cure is just in a terrible spot right now. He's even basically across the board here. Even the upgrades are even. He's about to have +2 armor, or +1 armor rather. And he is taking his third base, so I guess it could be worse. Oh, probes going down. Trap letting 3 probes die. How dare he? And now Cure hitting this 4th base, which is building. The army is quite far away, so that's a forced cancel. And you know what? I thought Trap was looking very good, but hey, he loses 3 probes and a forced cancel on that 4th base. He decides to take the one with the rich Vespian Geyser instead. I love this observer here too. Oh no, medevac gets F2'd a little bit. Yeah, we'll die. Prip in pepperonis. But you know what? Cure has a third base up. Let's take a look at that income advantage. Been pretty heavy in Trap's favor for a while, the last couple of minutes. But it's skewing back towards Cure now that he's got mules dropping. He's got a third base. He's actually up a worker at the moment. Trap does have a fourth base. There's no fourth CC coming up for Cure just yet. Cure's pushing out. The army supply is even. The upgrades are even. There's no 2-2 on the way for Cure. We already have +2 attack coming up for Trap. Ooh, a couple of units getting shaved off by the Stalkers and a couple of these Zellies. Zealot gets absolutely riggedy wrecked. Trap wants to attack. He's got a ton of gateway units. A couple of EMPs going down. Oh my god, the splash damage here for Cure is so good, but there's a nice storm. Oh my god, the boy is getting completely destroyed by storms. And 24 SCVs go down, even if Trap gets completely cleaned up, which honestly he might. There's still a pretty big bioforce here for Cure. Trap is trying to get on out of here. Oh, eats a mine shot on the way out. Cure kind of has to go for a massive attack right now, though. No more High Templar in here. Does he have any High Templar at all? He's got this one. All right, he just warped a bunch in back here. Where's the storm? Massive storm. Cure was not looking. Oh my god. He's got a bunch of medevacs, but they're so low on energy. I think he'll be able to take out this fourth. Stims, again, a lot of these units just feel so low, even though they're getting healed up. Another storm goes down, gonna bring these units even lower. Kills a few probes. It looks like Trap is doing some counter damage. Oh my god, but the storms are just too good here, I think. And Trap with a lower army supply. Oh, he killed a bunch of medevacs even. The blink control is very nice, and Trap retakes the army supply lead. He's been up on probes for a while now. And even though Cure was attacking this base, even if he had killed it, it would still be 3 base to 3. Let's take a look at that income graph. Boom, way back in Trap's favor, and it's gonna stay there because Cure, he's trying to get that SCV count back up, but he's still down 20. Even with mules, that is too much. He never started 2-2. He's got the armor, he's got 2 engineering bays, but he never started 2-2, which means he's now down an upgrade. And even if he started it right now, this armor would be done first. So Trap is going to be up upgrades for a while. He's got Colossi coming out. Thermal Lance is on the way, and I have a feeling Trap is going to macro up a little bit and then move across the map once again. Cure, though, he's pulling the boys, but pulling the boys against 2 Colossi, who are soon to have Thermal Lance plus Storm. The EMPs are going to be key here. All right, Storm goes down. Beautiful EMP, though. No more Storm energy on those High Templar. Oh my god, but the first shot from the Colossus kills like 10 SCVs. That's insane. This is why you don't pull the boys against Colossi, friends. The boys are not good versus it. In fact, none of this army is particularly good against it. Widow Mines aren't really getting much done at all. And I hate to say it, my friends, but Trap is just steamrolling Cure in this game. Trap was talking a little bit about how Protoss hasn't won anything, and it looks like he's about to prove himself wrong. Because Game 2 was a bit of a stomp, and Game 3, he looked very good for the majority of that game. There was a little bit of a scary part, but too many storms. The storms were too good. And Tax Cut comes back, dropping 11 more bits. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Hearing even more chicken noises. Cheered a total of 529. Damn. That's 11 at a time. I think there may be a couple of errant numbers in there that weren't 11, but thank you for the bits, my friend. Eternal Empire is going to be our map number 4. And honestly, we've seen a lot of really good Terran vs Protoss games on this map, so I'm hoping we get another one here. Even if it's the final game, I want it to be a long one. I want to see it go late. I want to see kind of like game one, but I want it to feel a little bit less like a big throw for Trap. So hopefully we can get a nice clean game out of these guys. In the upper right hand corner, our red Terran for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Cure. And his opponent in the lower left, the blue Protoss from the generic green wings, Trap. I think we can see, I'm hoping that we can see a real good one from these guys. This map really does deliver a lot in this matchup in particular, but really anytime a Terran is on this map, it feels like we get to a nice long game. I don't know the stats, but to me this feels like a pretty good Terran map. Cure versus Solar on this map, Cure actually looked fantastic. Obviously there has been more than one game, Showtime versus Hero Marine, that's been stellar on this map. Yeah, in general I feel like Terran does pretty well on this map. There's been some really good TVTs as well. But I want to see Trap take a nice long game. Doesn't necessarily have to be a victory, but I want it to just look better than game one. That's all I ask. At least the ending. I feel like if the ending of that game wasn't Trap walking his disruptors up a ramp to their doom, that maybe I would have felt a lot better. This probe is hiding. This probe wants to go back and harass. There is a Marine here though, so Cure should be safe back at home while the Reaper comes over to be annoying. I think it can still jump up here, can't it? Yeah, it should be able to jump up next to this gateway, but maybe not. Gemini, you're the wall expert. Can a Reaper jump up right here? It looks like it can, but that doesn't actually mean fuck all in Reaper jump up world, because Reapers are dumb. Dumb units. All proceeds from Chicken Sounds benefit local bartenders. Not right now, they don't. Not right now. To be honest, once all of this is over, bars are gonna have like a month of huge business. It's gonna be insane. Can you imagine when the quarantine is over? Bars, they're gonna need it, but they're gonna have huge business. All right, so we have double Hellion coming out of Cure here. One of them's gonna go down. These Adepts are being very annoying. The second one's gonna go down as well. There's actually no units here to fight. Oh my god, this Adept is on 2 hit points. Are you kidding me? Finally, the boys make a citizen's arrest, but only after 3 SCVs go down, and those 2 Adepts trade for 2 Hellions as well. Really nice trades there for Trap. He also gets to see that it's Hellions, and he sees no starport, which might lead him to believe it's proxied, but it's not actually proxied. Cure is going for another different variation of a 2-on-1 with the 2 barracks, the single factory, making Hellions. Only going for the 4 Hellions. I don't know if he was planning on going for 6 or if he only ever wanted to get 4. But with no medevac out, no ability to drop into the main base, Trap's wall is going to be good here. This is all he needs, is to keep this wall secure. Oop, 4 Hellions though. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get in. I thought they were going to just go for this Stalker, but nope. Might be able to get an Adept. They're going to die for it. Oh my god, they don't get it. 5 hit points left on that Adept. Brutal. He loses a Hellion for that too. And now the Nexus is coming up. Pylon's coming up next to it. These Hellions might be able to find this probe, but worth it for Trap to know that that's coming. Now he can send a few Stalkers over. Oh, and he got Blink behind us. Look at that. Stalkers blink forward, and it looks like Trap wants to put on some Blink Stalker pressure. There's a bunker here, which is going to help Cure quite a bit. Blink Stalker is still pretty good against a bunker, though. No tank on the high ground or anything like that, but we have no vision of the high ground just yet. Trap's going to have to wait for this Warp Prism. Yeah, behind this, things looking pretty solid for Trap. He's getting +1. He's got his Robo up. Cure does have a starport up now. He's got a couple of medevacs out. A couple of window memes. No third CC, though. That's the big thing here that I'm noticing. No third CC. I believe Stim is done. He's got combat shields coming up and +1 for his bio unit. So it looks like Cure wants to do a big 2-base. Stalkers are going to blink in. Ooh, medevac's getting picked off here. A couple of Stalkers going down. Actually, look at this Prism Micro out of Trap, though. What insanity. How many Stalkers have gone down? 2 Stalkers have gone down so far. That Warp Prism Micro is so good, saving 3 of these very low hit point Stalkers. This one literally has 2 hit points. This one's got 5. And they were both saved in the Warp Prism. Now 3 Adepts are going to try to hit the back of this mineral line. I think they should be able to. There's a Warp Prism here as well to pick them up and get them out of there. They kill a Mule and SCV. And then just... Okay, well, Trap, you got to save them if you're going to save them. Trying to trade a little bit more, but get some good damage off. And it kind of neuters this attack from Cure. I mean, look at this. He's been trading units already. So the army supply is 39 to 34, and that will always benefit the Protoss because of how Warpins work versus how Terran has to build units. So a lot of that supply for Cure is still in production, or it's still at home if he pushes across the map. And this Warp Prism can just sit in this dead space for basically ever because Cure does not want to build a Viking. A third CC starts up, but God, it just feels so late now. I mean, Trap's been mining off this third base for about a year. The income advantage has been, other than a mule drop, very heavily in Trap's favor for the last few minutes. Oh, speaking of drops, there's a mine drop. Doesn't seem to get much damage done, though. 2 probes have died this game. 7 SCVs have gone down. The 2 medevac kill was pretty huge as well. That's a lot of medevac energy not available. This medevac needs to come hang out with his army, because this medevac is at 6 energy right now. Alright, Zealots charging forward. There are a couple mines here, but man, Trap's army just doesn't look like this can stop it. Alright, a few reinforcements come up. That's what Cure really needed. Yeah, Widow Mines don't really get the hits they need. Massive warp in. Not going to get stopped here. Not enough Marines in that composition. Blink Stalkers blinking back, and Cure is just getting run over right now. A couple of decent Widow Mine connections, but it's not enough to kill any of these units. And Trap's army just looks too big, and it is too big. And there's the GG. Cure with a really, really solid game 1. But after that, not really able to get it done. Trap just looking a little too strong.